Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he's upended at the 33 following a
did Landon say that?
Well,
Landon been saying that ever since you
just
said
spent
it.
the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Oh,
he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space. And he rumbled for big-time yardage.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, a run with Hall. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Because Gavin was putting a different trait on a person for him.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
Why is the thing going against me?
Goes into that first
Why is the
drive.
momentum going against me?
They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
It feels weird not going straight to my playbook, bro.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson.
What is that, sauce?
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
That's his receivers, man.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Jackson.
Yes,
Sure, he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On the return, Carter. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, first and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Vander Brothers' thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker. This is, all right, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Said I know that it's difficult for you to go into it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Oh, come on, y'all.
It's likely. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Called at a very strong gain of 24. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I just said okay. I mean, he can either lay down up. I'm just saying.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
I'm irritated because I just got a bad play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
He was about to
Lose the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it.
I mean, that was a bad throw, but that's got to be pass interference, man. Come on. That was a horrible throw, but they didn't even let me.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jackson.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Ravens touchdown.
Come on,
Isaiah Likely. with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Winds up and lets it go.
Man, what the hell, Jeremy Chinn? How does you get beat that badly?
Curtis Samuel.
That's man coverage, and you just got beat by who?
The Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Come on, man.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look at mid-season form.
That's the crazy part about it.
Of all their dedication in the offseason, OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
All my formations is out of nickel usually, but that was stupid, man. My nigga just wasn't nowhere near him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He definitely is not right on his. It's not right on his kick.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jets. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now...
What you're not going to do, big dog, is keep on trying to just throw that same scene out the entire
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And he will find his man, Samuel. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Here comes Carter.
All right, y'all. Let's go score so we can take the lead.
The Jets will take over.
Little fight, man. Little fight. I gotta find a better playbook.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket, but it's a lot to ask for these.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Uzomah, 30 yards. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Came out in the foul.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
He's bringing his safety down.
Now after the touchdown,
it's not. He's trying to stop. Breece Hall is going crazy this first half, so he's trying to stop.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yes, Andy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And now look at this. Big
yes,
game.
Let's go. Come on. Sure, did you see that play where he got the play back on the 1 yard line after the punt
some talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Wilson's in the game. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He'll check that down to the backfield.
That's
he's
a
able
good
to take
play,
it across
actually.
midfield before going
That's
out of
actually
bounds.
really smart. Good
Just about
play.
every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
I didn't think 4 seconds was going. Yes.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown. No time remaining. And this is going to count. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on.
That's why I don't kick them on field goals, bro, because if you got a nigga back there, bro, he's taking it every single time. You got nothing but linemen out there. And maybe one tight end. This happened to me like 3 times. If I see a nigga kicking too far, bro, I'm putting the kicker corner back there.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan.
And I might come out in a punt return.
Coach.
For real. I know he's not happy about that, considering that was a 10-point swing right there.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of the focus was in the passing game. And to the credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Forced out to his left. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
These niggas is jumping at. Why y'all not?
Likely making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The coach got that nigga Tyreek Hill. That's bad. That nigga just asked for 10 Williams. Talking about I'll include a first nigga so I can replace him with 10 Williams. The Chiefs don't have no outside zone for him. They only got one stretch in the entire playbook.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
I thought that said head, so I didn't even look at it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, went free for a year.
On the counter, it's Hall.
You would never.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action now. Wilson. Leaving pressure too much. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah,
bro, that's bull, nigga. Come on.
All of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
Up for that.
Most of them are creating and getting
that's
a bunch
all
of
he's
points.
trying to do this entire game. Nigga, I know this. That's why I'm doing it.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
Bruh, come on, man. And even I'm not expecting CJ Mosley to get the lurker badge or nothing,
Any
but
explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. This will be caught at Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now it's Jackson.
bro, this nigga Edmonds is getting killed, man. Get this nigga out of my game.
28-yard line.
How about you gotta go, Edmonds? Oh, you gotta get out of there, big dog. That nigga Edmonds is getting worse.
Want to move to the right side to throw the football, but sometimes you got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And that's going to be another first down.
Nigga, what does that got to do with the nigga being right there and not getting nothing? What does that got to do with anything?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Bro, His receivers aren't even like that for them niggas to be getting killed like that, bro.
His second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front.
His receivers
Tucker with the extra
ain't
point,
even
and that will
like
make
that,
this
man.
a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution. And like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That is caught. It's Uzomah. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Bro, what?
Be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson.
And then he got killed again. Yes.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After
the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Quinn Williams.
That's what I'm talking about. He was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay.
That's got to piss me
and
off,
this
bro.
well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the run is Nwangu. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
Come on, Ashton. There we go.
Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Complete to Likely. And they're going to be set up now with the ball.
Who the hell is that beating him like that?
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They've been worked out offensively.
God damn it, this is getting on my nerves,
about the 10-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Nwangu. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the objective there, yes, the positive game, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing now is Jackson.
Bro, come on. You got to give me that. You got to give me that ball, bro. Look, if Lamar's going to do that, if he's going to do that stupid shit with Lamar, I need that ball, bro.
Now Jackson. Out to his left. It's just a
and I was telling people to attack. Why did nobody attack?
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down.
That doesn't
even
work
the extra
very well
guys
this year.
couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Throwing now is Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh my gosh. Zach just sold the game for me, bro.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Zach just sold the game for me,
and you
man.
have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche?
Oh my gosh, Zach just sold the hell out of that.
And he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering,
man, he wasn't even pressured, and that was, oh my gosh.
Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will start with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll go right back to Nwangu. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the defense will move their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jackson to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Bro, Sauce got murdered this game, dog.
It's a touchdown.
Sauce got obliterated all the game.
Well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I gotta find me a better playbook.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot for Wilson. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.
I'm not going to show none of my
plays. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week one and week two. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
My two best offensive linemen. This nigga's over here holding up TJ
It was a
Watt
hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
This is another play that I don't like right here. Are you still watching shit? I don't like this play because what I'm trying to do, because what I'm trying to do, nigga, is this guy is over here, fam. So I'm trying to throw it right here in this area, and instead, look at, like, it doesn't, like, I feel like that doesn't happen even with, like, better QBs, though. But that's what I mean when I say, like, sometimes that free form gets me in trouble. Because if he misthrows it and hits it to this dude, I'd be like, well, that's where I was aiming it at. You know what I mean? Like, that is what it is. But for him to still throw it, but for him to just throw it behind him, just period, it's like, damn, man. Like, let's see what went wrong this play. Oh, that was, yeah, no, this is my bad. This is my bad, bro. I did think I had some form of a fucking pass interference here, though. Like, look at this. Bro, he did not call it. I don't know if he didn't call it on. They didn't call it on me, so. 12 yard. Oh, this is the play I'm talking about. This is what was tough, too. Oh, Edmonds did get a knockout right there, and then he comes right on in and just puts it right on up. No, he changed Lamar's number for whatever reason. That nigga Zach Wilson sold the bag on me, man. Zach Wilson fumbled my bag, man. That's alright, man. Let's go ahead and start putting up Zach Wilson's accuracy. Let's start with that mid.
Instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one. How could you post that?
He gave up JT for Hill. Damn, man, he got Jamal Adams and Joey Bosa. What the hell? Goodness gracious.
you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride.
Who the commissioners in this league?
Keeping me energized, create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew boons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good.
What's that other nigga's name? Matt, right? Ain't it Matt Chandler? No.
Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down.
What's that other nigga's name? Yeah, the other commissioner here. Clark? It's Mitchell Clark. I got it, you